Ah, the latest lord in the Emperor's arsenal returns. You're just in time. I have need of you. My master on the Dark Council, Darth Vengeance, wants war, not petty skirmishes that tiptoe around the Treaty of Coruscant, but open warfare. Vengeance has tasked me with finding a way to compel the rest of the Council to tear up the treaty.
Surely Sith don't need an excuse to war.
On the contrary, the Emperor himself gave the order for peace. It takes much to challenge that. But I may have found an opportunity that will have the Council and the Emperor ready to act. Most think that our inability to find and defeat one man, General Caristus Gone, kept us from outright victory and forced the negotiated peace.
I've never heard of Caristus Gone.
Yes, even as the Republic writes songs about him, we would just as soon forget he exists. General Gone operates from the shadows, a phantom single-handedly preventing the fringe systems from falling to us. After years without a hint of his whereabouts, I've learned that he's meeting on Nar Shaddaa with traitorous Imperial agents. You will go there, and you will kill him.
What is this meeting about?
He maintains the fringe systems by anticipating our moves. These traitors supply his information. Anyone meeting with General Gone is guilty of treason and must be eradicated. We will not appear weak on this.
That this man eludes us and can turn our own is an embarrassment.
Then see to it that this weakness is not compounded. Without Gone, the fringe systems will fall. Control of the outlying planets will be a great advantage. So, to Nar Shaddaa, and deliver Darth Vengeance's red carpet to war.
What is on your mind, apprentice?
So much. I've only touched the dark side, and already I feel as though the galaxy is unfurling before me. There's so much to take in. And I'll admit, I'm a little uncertain about what it means to be Sith.
Your transition to the dark side won't be easy. You should feel free to come to me with any concern.
I'm already more comfortable with you, with the dark side, than anywhere else I've been.
You must learn how things run around here, and how best to serve me. Tell me, what do you think your role as my apprentice is about? What do you suppose our relationship is?
You are my master in all things. I do as you say, no matter what. My life belongs to you.
As you prove yourself, you will be given greater latitude, provided my will is ultimately served.
I spit on the Jedi way. The further I went with Nomen Karr, the more restricted I felt.
I will lead by example. Just do what I say, and you will learn all that it means to be Sith.
I'm in your hands, and I will watch with great hunger, happily. All my life, I've felt kept and confined, always wanting to watch what I say, treating emotion as the enemy. The dark side is my freedom. I'm going to express everything.
We believe that letting our emotions flow makes us stronger and unlocks our potential.
As you speak, I am swelling with pride and hope. Please, may I ask you something?
What do you want to know?
It's about the Twi'lek, Vet. Can she be trusted? She seems rather soft.
I have no issues with Ved, and neither should you.
I'm sure you have it under control, then. I meant no disrespect. I see I have much to absorb. I'm humbled by your attention. Thank you.
We can continue this discussion another time.
Of course, my master.
You're never gonna guess what I've been doing. No, don't try. I'll tell you. In between jumps, I've been checking holo frequencies, and I found the old gang. They're on Nar Shaddaa. They weren't leaving messages for me in the old spots. I thought they got themselves caught, or dead, or something.
Are you thinking of going back to your old life?
What? Are you worried I'll leave you?
Old gang's been on the run since I've been gone. Apparently our mysterious informant for the Korriban job was that scumsucker Kata Bliss.
Bliss sure got revenge for the job we pulled on him. Fake mission, fake cover story. I'm thrown in the slave pens, and he hits the gang hard.
You're still alive, so the cycle of revenge can still complete.
For once, I have to agree with your angry Sith thing. Once they escaped the mercenaries, Taunt and what's left of the old gang spent their last credits tracking Kata Bliss's movements. That Duros snake, has managed to get his hands on the Star of Kalaun. It's a priceless piece of Twi'lek history. I want to get it back.
We'll find this Duros and make him pay for every slight against you and yours.
You're fantastic!
Kata Bliss is at the spaceport on Nar Shaddaa, trying to line up a buyer.
I'll send a message that we're coming. Make us out to be interested buyers. Oh, and I'll tell the gang to get ready to receive the artifact. Bliss has some famous Kalish bodyguard they call the Virus working for him these days. But that's not gonna worry you, is it?
Lak apajam kamgam. Amka nemnang. Ampa nemnang memua inok. Raka kemu amkam nemnu. Namgan bak umnok kijak.
What did you call me?
No, not possible. Laporam amka. Mamni nikag. Nagnaya mamni kamgam.
Dangerous for you. I'm gonna tear you both apart and swap your limbs.
Umnok kepam.
I hear.
Ibegap kamka. Gakyam. Glak nimo amya galak.
I don't understand what's happening. Am I supposed to be intimidated? Amused?
Kata Bliss, you have exploited my people, stolen our artifacts, and committed numerous crimes against Twi'leks the galaxy over.
Kama nahinga nakaka. Manalak lagi napi kibaraka.
We're full up on ugly.
Memua pemguana. Kumia yang mem gamba pakang. Ayan nilama. Rogom nila. Mem kiri kang komi manek. Mem yuka hal krama. Niknoga nalalu mem nulak.
Kata Bliss, you have exploited my people, stolen our artifacts, and committed numerous crimes against Twi'leks the galaxy over.
Unuk inu memnu. Amka kam mem perolak palak.
Return the Star of Kalaun. Promise to reform, and we may show mercy.
Inik maraka. Nayanaram. Kam kalu amka manik.
I'll grab the Star of Kalaun. We can meet the old gang here on Nar Shaddaa. They'll make sure the star ends up in a museum. In Twi'lek hands.
Well, look who the act dog dragged in.
Taunt! Guys!
And this must be the handsome Sith you've been seeing the galaxy with. Impressive.
We have the Star of Kalaun. That's what this is about, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Reunions await.
We trounced Kata Bliss and told him in no uncertain terms to find a new hobby. The Star of Kalaun is in the case, authentic and undamaged.
Chiktahopa!
Got that right. Most important single blow for Twi'lek pride. All you, Vet.
You've done something great for your people here.
Cha'amo into Otmangisa. Mitisa tabarena?
Here. It's every credit we could scrape together. And don't worry, we should be able to sweet-talk the museum into getting us some of that back.
Oh no, I know you guys. You won't even be eating. You have to buy equipment, bribe fees. We don't need your credits, do we?
They are your people. It's your choice.
Then I say keep the credits. Have a big dinner for me. Get some new gear.
Kunto koroja.
No. I found a place. I'm gonna stay put for a while. But I'll keep in touch.
You've at least got time for a meal, right? Let us show Sith a good time?
Nobody celebrates like Sith celebrate.
Hiknagumba. Stukasun kanji tavutaya.
I missed you guys. I'll say hello whenever I can.
Be well, love. I'll miss you.
Watch your back out there, kid.
You wanted to talk?
Nothing crazy. Just thinking about what happened back on Nar Shaddaa with the old gang. When I saw Taunt flirting with you,
I don't know, it was weird.
Always strange to see people you know in their personal lives.
Yeah, maybe. Taunt always flirted with our guy friends. Never bothered me before.
Maybe you were just in a weird mood.
Huh. Let's just drop it then. Do something else with our time.
General Gon, I'm happy to report that Jedi Knight Zarinder has landed safely on Hoth. I saw to it personally.
You're a valuable asset to the Republic, Faust. Someday the rest of the Chiss will follow your lead.
The rabbit comes out of his hole. Nice to see my information was correct.
Men, we've got trouble. Rally around the General!
Protect our allies as well. I think I can guess who you are, Sith. For all of Darth Barris's covert manipulations, you have banged around the galaxy rather loudly. Now Barris has finally found me. I'll have to be more careful moving forward.
Your moving forward days have come to an end.
The Sith attacks!
You killed them all. Please, mercy. We will rededicate ourselves to the Empire.
You all have to die for your treason.
Barris, are you responsible? Was it you who took out General Gon?
It was, Lord Vengeance. The fringe systems are now ripe for the taking.
Such an advantage will prod the rest of the Council out of passivity. They will see war is the only answer. You have delivered to me what I most crave.
Give credit where credit is due.
Who dares interrupt? Barris, who is this?
This is my most accomplished apprentice, my lord, and the killer of Gon.
Your destruction of General Gon earns you my favor, young one. Today.
I will eclipse the feat tomorrow, my lord.
I'm impressed with your choice of apprentice, Barris. It is time. I will send my destroyer to the fringe systems, and they will be mine before anyone is the wiser. The order is given, Barris. Enact Plan Zero. Vengeance out.
Excellent. I have waited a long time for this order. Apprentice Plan Zero is the systematic elimination of the Republic's top military leaders. A preemptive strike that will leave the enemy headless.
What kind of war will it be with so crippled an enemy?
A short one with a conclusive victory. That is the point. I have been tracking of the targets for years in anticipation of Plan Zero. There's no time to waste. Make ready your ship. I will contact you there.
Apprentice, your targets are the Republic's 6 most important military leaders. There are 2 I must still locate. Admiral Monk, who commands the Republic fleet, and Jedi Knight Zarinder, who leads an elite squad of commandos. But the other targets, the 4 generals of the Republic's strategic command, are confirmed to be on the planet Terris. You must speed there immediately.
Tell me about this planet.
Terris was once controlled by the Empire. Years ago, while hunting a couple of dangerous Jedi, a Sith Lord devastated it from above. Though the planet has been a useless husk ever since, the Republic seems to have renewed interest in it. I will give you the particulars of your mission when you arrive. Barris out.
Master, your indulgence, please? We haven't spoken for some time. Are you upset with me?
I'm not hard to find. If you want to talk, speak up. Tell me anything.
Can I tell you it angers me to be ignored? The nobles on Alderaan treated me like I wasn't there. First because I was just a servant, then because they knew I could see through their pomp and distortions. I wanted to expose it all, bring their political nonsense to a halt.
The system thrives, even relies, on manipulation and bluffing.
I was an idealist. I thought if you nixed the lying and the cheating, so much more could get done. Deep down, I hated my life, but I swallowed those feelings.
You've come a long way already. Now, you can let your feelings go.
Yes. I'm finally living. All thanks to you.
My lord, I am preparing for my assault on Taris.
Excellent. Your mission on Taris is to take down the Republic's entire strategic high command. The War Trust, the 4 generals who implement the bulk of the Republic military force's strategic planning, are all on Taris as we speak. Normally, they're never together in one place. This is an incredible opportunity.
The Republic will pay for such a blunder.
It won't be easy. The War Trust generals are master strategists. Generals Ferrer, Mence, Durant, and Frelka should not be taken lightly. Each will likely be protected by his own elite guard, and they have all the Republic forces on Taris at their disposal.
I don't like the sound of that.
This will likely be the largest scale assault you have ever undertaken. Moff Herden leads the Imperial forces on the planet. He will provide whatever resources he can. Shuttle to the surface and seek him out immediately.
I've never seen destruction on this scale before. It's almost beautiful, like sculpture.
Moff Herden, the Sith is here.
What's that, Lieutenant? Oh, I didn't see you come in. You must be the Sith Darth Baras sent. Welcome to Taris.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I have never had cause to assist Darth Baras before, but I have long been an admirer of his work. And yours, of course.
I doubt he came all this way to be fawned on.
Of course. May I introduce Lieutenant Pierce, on loan from one of our notorious Black Ops divisions. He is hands down my finest officer. I give you exclusive reign of him while you're on Taris, which I trust will accommodate your every need.
Lieutenant, your service to me begins immediately.
Good.
Yes. Well, I will leave you two to your mission then. As you proceed, if I can offer any further aid, do not hesitate to contact me.
Heard we're going after the War Trust. Did some homework. If that is the mission, I'm fully prepped.
Direct and active. We'll get along just fine.
My lord, all 4 of the War Trust generals are here on Taris, which means something big. But they never show their faces. Got my hands on a Republic scout, leaned on him, hard. He was setting up supply routes for General Frelka, the War Trust junior member.
You're already proving to be a valuable asset.
The story checked out. Been scoping the area the scout described. Several heavily armed Republic supply caravans run along carefully staggered routes. Couple of dozen soldiers could hit the caravans, pull their transponders, triangulate their destination with the equipment here. Moff Herden can't spare the manpower, though.
I'm easily the match of a couple dozen foot soldiers.
Then I guess I'm running the tech. Here are the coordinates. Caravans run daily, but they vary the timing. I'm sure you'll come upon them eventually. Hit enough and snag the transponders. I'll figure out where they're going. Should zero in on General Frelka.
Transmitting the Republic caravan transponder frequencies now.
Give me a minute to retrace their routes, see where they converge.
By all means, go ahead.
My lord, triangulation's complete. Only one place these caravans could be going. Transmitting coordinates. Has to be General Frelka's location.
You have been most helpful.
My lord, good hunting.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You got all the soldiers. We ain't fighters, just miners. Contracted miners at that.
Where is General Frelka?
He's the overseer, but he ain't exactly hands-on. Hasn't been by in weeks. You gonna kill him?
Yes. You have a problem with that?
Not really. Every job ends at some point. The Republic don't pay me enough to get in your way. Believe me. If I hit the silent alarm, Frelka will come with his personal guard. If that's really what you want, I can bring him here.
Hit the alarm.
You got it. There, it's done. The General's been summoned. Now, please, just let us live.
You've used up your usefulness.
No!
Enemy sighted. Captain, attack pattern OT-77.
Men, fan out! OT-77! Be ready to engage! Wait for the General's order!
You'll find my elite troopers much more formidable than the guards and miners you massacred here, Sith. I am General Alexis Frelka of the Republic's Strategic High Command. Your incursion here violates the spirit of the Treaty of Coruscant. We have you dead to rights. Surrender.
Excellent. I've been looking for you.
Be careful what you wish for, Sith. It's unfortunate you've discovered our plans, but no matter. The wheels are already in motion. Our new technology will deliver armed superiority to the Republic, and I'm ready to give my life to defend this installation.
We are in accordance. I'm ready to take your life.
Men, fight to the death!
I am going to make you suffer!
The facility will self-destruct in 60 seconds.
Lieutenant Pierce, I know where to find General Minst. I'm heading there now.
Great news. I've got some too. Scout report. The Battalion of War Trust General Durant is on the move. Odds are he's fortifying his position. Some of my Black Ops pals are back. We could have discreetly followed the battalion to find the General.
What do you mean, could have?
Moff Erden sent a platoon instead, grounded me and the boys. His forces are engaging Durant as we speak. He's killing our chances.
Perhaps the situation can be salvaged.
Moff wants to update you on his plans.
Ah, there you are. I see Lieutenant Pierce has already hailed you. I was hoping to do it myself. Can I assume the Lieutenant has updated you? Thanks to me, General Durant's personal battalion will not be joining him, wherever he is.
Engaging the General's army was a rash and foolish move. Now withdraw and allow Lieutenant Pierce and his men to scour for General Durant's headquarters. Understood?
Yes, well, of course. I'll make it so immediately. My lord.
We'll get something on Durant. I swear it. Good luck with General Minst.
Kupa Gigi Quoting no Lia Makachisa. Chuba Koji Dwanti ni Tota. Ninga ke treat ni moni. Tanuv alelu nan tuta.
I'm here to kill you.
Saya tupi nu avatikuna. Chido nigdi togi.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
Morshani no solo. Ut eda iki tutuku. Lo jarat roda mana. Staluka ubaziki danti ruba jaktanichi.
The power reactor will self-destruct in 5 minutes.
Chopten wampala hagwakilia jekoska pagota palko.
Tell me, and we'll see how I feel.
Ato, dilis ka chanaga wanichika kospa ini kokate. Jiholokto chobot I kafsto andale.
The power reactor will self-destruct in 4.5 minutes.
Mibunawa tuipi de bakra wanawanga.
It's already too late for you.
Shani no solo.
Vault code sequence arming.
The reactor core will self-destruct in 60 seconds.
Vault code sequence initiated.
Terrific. If that imposter was wrong about how much time this will take, we'll be blown to bits.
Danger only makes things more fun.
The reactor core will self-destruct in 45 seconds.
Men, the enemy is accessing the Fallout Vault. Defeat the Sith and we can weather the explosion inside the vault.
At least we won't be twiddling our thumbs. More fools to the slaughter. It's exquisite. I love the thrill of killing. Hope that wasn't our last.
The reactor core will self-destruct in 10 seconds.
If we die, we die. If there's something you want to say before the end, now's the time.
I feel we've only just scratched the surface of our potential together.
Vault code sequence complete.
The reactor core will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Vault lock disarming.
4.
Vault door airlock releasing.
3.
Vault open.
Hurry inside.
Our enemies will pay for this.
Chuta, kasayali koirado kankiko. Tutti pona manchi kabok nun ni slemo. Kaptulia dapota 21 kislimo payug tachanga.
You must be a joy to work for.
Piska ku, pariya pitiye, potenya go. Ni ompi putmalia pedwana niop ni bobo che chupa goma. Chiliska chanaga ima che, choran chike. Ugo chesko pakurta, liska taka ya Oscar.
I want to know everything about Project Siantide.
Kaptulia dapota 21 kislimo payug tachanga. Asado punya liste wota se goto tomuti. Liska taka ya Oscar.
I think you're playing with fire, Minced.
Chiliska chanaga ima che, choran chike. Wajineko higa danoila oka kiza spida per popa. O wamawanka mituske o wana tablota wijawa.
Very few people get to die with a smile.
Pierce here. Track General Durant's battalion. Led my Black Op troopers on a recon run. Found Durant's hideout. He's got a full battalion guarding the compound. They're establishing a perimeter of electronic defenses around the General.
Send me the coordinates.
Coordinates sent. My Black Ops troopers and I were able to slip past the perimeter before they got the systems online. But we were spotted. We're taking fire. Outnumbered. Should be able to hold them off long enough for you to break through, but that's it.
I will not accept failure, Lieutenant.
We'll do what we can. Knock out those defense systems. We'll hold the position for you. Or worst case, our bodies will slow down their charge. Proud to have served, my lord. Pierce out. Pierce here. They flushed us out. We're on the move. Lost a third of my men, but we're hitting them 10 to 1. Still too many. I'll try to rally the men, hold the enemy off as long as I can. Pierce out. My lord, the enemy is regrouping. I'm down to 3 men against about 300. Hope we could take out a whole battalion, but it looks like we'll come up short. When you see him, tell Durant. My lord, I spent all my ammunition and I'm down to my last medpack. But Durant's battalion is down. So is the rest of my unit. Never seen men stare death in the face and fight more bravely.
You did well. Will you survive?
Lost a lot of blood. But I'll try to get back to base and patched up. General Durant and his guards have retreated inside the compound. Proud I ushered you to the doorstep.
General Durant, I've come for you.
I'm not hiding anymore, Sith. We delayed you long enough to achieve success. We've stabilized the Sea and Tide cells. Now, the Republic has a new power source that gives us the advantage in this war.
General Minst told me everything right before I killed him.
Minst and I served together for decades. He was a good man. It pains me that he's gone. But his sacrifice won't be in vain. It has enabled your destruction. This blaster is the prototype, powered by the smallest Sea and Tide battery. You're about to see just how lethal it is. Everyone, attack. You will not defeat General Ferrer.
You wasted your life. I will crush everything you have built.
Then I die. A broken man for the Republic.
I'm in a medevac transport. Arriving back at base. Needed to tap you. Darth Baras has made contact. I updated him. I have him and Moff Herden on Hollow for you.
I wish Baras wouldn't bother me while I'm working.
Tried telling him that. Found it hard to breathe. Patching him through.
Apprentice, your progress has been conveyed to me, and I've been briefed on the search for General Ferrer. Moff Herden informs me that Ferrer has relocated all of the Republic's forces on Terrace to protect his command center at the Republic stronghold.
Guess I know where I'm going next.
First, you must convene with me. This assault will take all our firepower. I've summoned your crew to the base. They will all be utilized. And I've informed Moff Herden that you are commandeering the entirety of his forces.
Yes, right. They are yours to command, my lord.
That's very gracious of you, Herden.
Nothing short of a full-scale war will bring General Ferrer down. Rendezvous with Herden, Pierce, and your crew at the Imperial base. There is much planning to do. Be swift.
It's a good day for maiming. Let's get what we need here and move on to where the action is.
I am here. Let the war begin.
Yes, time is of the essence. Lieutenant Pierce, Captain Quinn, bring my apprentice up to speed on our enemy's activity.
Yes, my lord. It's a fairly complex situation.
General Ferrer, the War Trust's most senior member, is garrisoned in a fortified wing of the Republic's main base. He's got a huge army protecting him. More reinforcements on the way. We're outnumbered 8-1.
My lord, the lieutenant's statistics are inexact, but the general thrust is sound. The numbers favor Ferrer, but there are ways around that.
Stick close to the captain, Lieutenant. You might learn a thing or two.
Noted.
Now, to maximize our chances, we must coordinate 3 simultaneous strikes. One will destroy the base's power station. Another will sabotage its spaceport force field to thwart any reinforcements. And the last will force the conscripted regiments of Ferrer's army to flee.
That sounds simple enough.
Quinn will coordinate from the base, and you will lead the frontline offensive. Beyond that, decide how to assign your men. Goodbye.
I'm the best choice for frontline work. You need a soldier.
I disagree. If the frontal assault isn't handled correctly, your route into the command center will be clogged with run-over battlefield soldiers. In my opinion, Jaisa should join you. She can use her power to see into the hearts of the enemy and identify the insecure ranks.
I want Jaisa's insights on the battlefield.
Very good, my lord. That leaves Pierce and Vet to handle the power station demolition and the spaceport sabotage. If the traps and mines that protect the power station aren't circumvented in time, you'll be under constant turret fire inside the Republic base.
Vet, clear the way so the power station can be destroyed.
Child play.
Unless Pierce can lock the spaceport force field in time, you'll face Ferrer's reinforcements inside the base.
Don't worry about me, Captain.
Assaults have been assigned, my lord. Once you've cleared the way on the front, invade General Ferrer's command center at will.
Let's get this war started. My lord, any final words for the troops?
Today, we fight as one. I believe in every one of you. Join me in victory.
If that doesn't inspire, nothing will.
Good luck, my lord. I'll be coordinating the attacks via Hollow.
Don't worry, Captain. The real soldiers have got this one.
All alert. The enemy is sighted. Sith, you are massively outnumbered. You will not invade General Ferrer's headquarters. Turn away at once.
Jacer, use your power and scan Ferrer's forces for the weak link.
My pleasure, Master. Most of these dogs are brimming with strength and conviction. I sense hate and a willingness to die for the Republic. Not so fast. There. An entire column of soldiers who are forced to be here. They will definitely run if singled out.
Lead the assault against the conscripts, Jacer. Make them flee.
Thank you, Master. Men, attack with me!
Conscripted scum. We still have numbers. All attack!
What a thrill!
My lord, I have updates from the other fronts. I'm pleased to report that the Republic power station has been destroyed. Vet went through their traps like they were infant toys. From her report, I doubt anyone else could have achieved it. You were right in assigning her to strike the power station.
I will reward her for a job well done.
When she puts her mind to it, she can be a very valuable asset. With the base security systems down, you'll endure no automatic turret fire on our way to Ferrer's command center. On the other front, Lieutenant Pierce was able to sabotage and lock the Republic spaceport force field controls.
I knew he was the man for the job.
Yes, it seems under that insubordinate exterior lies a very capable soldier. Now, when Ferrer's reinforcements land inside the base, they'll be trapped behind the force field and unable to join the fight. Still, the General's elite guard clogs the way to the command center. They are quite formidable.
There's nothing I can't handle.
I have great faith in that. There's no time to lose, my lord. Ferrer's command center awaits. Good luck.
It's time for you to join the rest of the War Trust, Ferrer.
Quite the contrary. After you took down my fellows, I knew my only chance was to delay you. And my gambit has paid off. I bought enough time for my technicians to solve how to stabilize Seontide cells of any kind. The future is upon us, Sith, and you have the privilege of bearing witness.
Enemy sighted. Weapon systems targeted and locked.
You're quite a showman, Ferrer.
This is nothing. Seontide technology increases the strength of whatever it powers tenfold. The Republic fleet and arsenal will make your weapons obsolete. The Empire will have no choice but to surrender, which you should do now.
Escalation never leads to peace.
I've abandoned such naive notions, Sith. The Empire prepares for war, and we cannot stand idle. Droids, full assault!
Engaging all weapons.
You are beaten, General.
I can't believe it. All this work, all this death, for naught. I wish I could sit around and discuss where I went wrong. But a good leader always has an exit strategy.
Not so fast, General. I thought you might try to run.
I can always count on you, Quinn.
I surrender. I expect to be afforded the treatment promised to prisoners in the Treaty of Coruscant.
You will be treated however Darth Barris wishes.
Yes, well, I will gladly take the General into custody. Congratulations on the success of your mission. Taking down the War Trust is an incredible victory. It is clear you are the future of the Empire, and I hope you will count me among your closest allies.
I may call on you someday, Herden. Your unquestioned obedience will be expected.
Well, yes, of course. You can count on that. As a show of support, I place Lieutenant Pierce under your command. He will be invaluable in your domination of the galaxy.
Works for me. Done what I can here on Taris. Glad you're willing to let me go, Herden.
You're meant for greater things, Lieutenant. With me, you will fulfill your destiny.
You won't be disappointed.
Lieutenant Fallin, I will brief you on how things work here when we are back on the ship.
Can't wait.
Apprentice, the War Trust dismantling has been your finest hour, but a new challenge arises. One of our missing targets, Admiral Monk, has revealed himself. As you may recall, my master Darth Vengeance set off to conquer the Fringe systems and inspire the Dark Council to reignite the war. Somehow, Admiral Monk caught wind of the plan and was waiting in ambush. He is laying siege to the flagship as we speak.
The plan was secret. Do you think there's a leak?
Information is a funny thing. It trickles in unexpected ways. Leave those concerns to me. Plan Zero calls for Admiral Monk's head. This may be our only opportunity to crush him. Our flagship is commanded by Moff Maskin. Fly to the space battle immediately, board his ship, and stop Admiral Monk's siege.
Moff Maskin, I presume. Darth Barris sent me. I've liberated your ship. Where is Admiral Monk?
Well, well. Come to inspect the scene of the crime, eh? Admiral Monk and his top men jettisoned down to Quesh. I'm so sorry you missed him. Are you here to deliver his reward? Offer congratulations?
My orders are to kill Admiral Monk.
You and your master must think I'm monumentally stupid. This was a secret attack, yet I come out of hyperdrive to find the Republic's most decorated admiral laying in wait. Admiral Monk had my force field and docking codes. This stinks of a setup.
Exactly what are you suggesting, Maskin?
You know full well what I'm driving at. Your master's master is Darth Vengeance. Barris manipulated him into this attack in order to ruin him. I've had a bellyful of Sith infighting, always undermining Imperial operations. It's why we have yet to crush the Republic outright!
I don't have time for this. I have to hunt down Admiral Monk.
Don't you turn your back on me! You are going to answer for this! Men, kill the Sith! Darth Vengeance will reward us!
I am going to make you suffer!
The embers of war are smoldering here. We will leave this world engulfed in flames.
What does Barris think he's doing, sending you here after me? Is he trying to make it look good? Give himself an alibi? Because you can tell him mission accomplished. Almost all of my men are dead. You've done a great job making this look legit. Now back off!
You're in league with Barris.
Aren't you smart? Yes, of course, idiot. These are my senior officers. We all defected over a decade ago and have been working for Barris since. But wait, you didn't know this? He didn't tell you we were following his command?
It must have slipped his mind.
Things don't slip that man's mind. Every expression is a deliberate act. Surely you can see how foolish this is. Our covers are intact. We can make an incredible difference for him in the war. Why would he order our deaths?
This is the eventual fate of every spy, Admiral.
I suppose you're right about that, but he can't think that we're going to take this lying down. Men, our master has decided we're expendable. Let's prove otherwise. I pity you, his blind, obedient lapdog. No one's safe with Barris. Not even you.
If he tries to betray me, he's in for a big surprise.
So naive. You're nothing. Nothing compared to him.
Apprentice, my master Darth Vengeance is distraught. With his covert attack exposed, the Treaty of Coruscant has been broken. And apparently Moff Masken did not survive Admiral Monk's ambush. What happened?
Admiral Monk must have killed him.
Is that so? How interesting. Well, at least you avenged him. What's important is that you accomplished your objective. The elimination of Admiral Monk. It is a major blow to the Republic. Now, the final Plan Zero target has been discovered. The hunt for Jedi Knight Zerinder takes you to Hoth. Contact me when you arrive.
My lord, drop my things in the crew bunks. Good ship. Quinn's already briefed me. I'm handling demolitions and heavy firepower support. Didn't know the captain ran things round here. I'd rather take my orders direct.
Quinn handles the details, but you answer to me.
Fine with me. Just keep Captain Protocol off my back. Moff Herden was all about regulations too. War Trust did a lot more damage than they should have. Herden didn't think a soldier could strategize. Proved him wrong.
In what capacity did you serve him?
Special ops, holdout squads, suicide missions. Whatever no one else could do. Doesn't matter much now. I'm here, and Herden's stuck on Taris. Give me the freedom he didn't, and you'll see results.
You won't act independently. You follow my orders.
Course. Just hope you're flexible on the how.
My lord, my efforts to locate SIS agent Valoran have finally paid off. There is a small window of opportunity to confront him. I can handle the matter personally. Permission to intercept and bring him down.
There's no time to waste. He must finally be stopped.
I appreciate your decisiveness, my lord. The Empire will finally be served. I'll return shortly. My lord, I'm back from my mission. I'm pleased to report Agent Valoran's decade of espionage has been brought to an end. It is a great day for the Empire.
It isn't every day you close the book on an old score.
It is long overdue. Thank you for allowing me to pursue this, my lord.
I value your constant professionalism and expertise, Quinn.
Thank you, my lord. Is there anything you require at this time?
My enemy is defeated.
We're working on that, my lord. My lord, I'd appreciate it if you could speak with Vet. Ask her not to disturb me when I'm working.
Aren't you supposed to run this ship, Captain? And the crew?
She's not wired for military precision. And there's no filter on that Twi'lek mouth. When I was tracking down Agent Valoran, she must have overheard me refer to Moff Broisk, and now she persistently pesters me about him. She keeps slipping his name nonsensically into conversations just to annoy me. Says she won't stop until I tell her why I hate the man.
That never ceases to amuse me.
I hope you won't encourage her, my lord. It's neither appropriate nor in the Empire's interest to discuss the matter with non-military personnel. Besides, knowing her, the details of Broisk's collapse at Druckenwell and his and my subsequent conflict would only give her more fodder.
Leave it to me. She'll stop bothering you.
I was hoping you'd say that, my lord. Thank you. My lord, I seek advice. As a military man, above all else, I value discipline, the chain of command, and uncompromising dedication to serving the Empire's interests. But there's a built-in dilemma. When my instincts tell me that a superior is jeopardizing the Empire, it makes my path less clear.
Do you have a problem with my leadership, Quinn?
No, my lord, you mistake me. My concern is about the legacy of my former commander. I stood by as Moff Broisk's random whims compromised countless missions. It is a mistake I refuse to repeat. Defying him ruined my career, but I should have done it sooner. No matter the consequences.
If he made you this tenacious and exacting, you owe him a great debt.
That is a startling perspective, my lord. Your example and guidance give me clarity. Thank you. I am more focused now.
I have no complaints about your thoroughness or commitment.
I'll never give you reason to, my lord. I won't take up any more of your time.
Master, remember the last Imperial port we were docked at? Because I don't. I think I partied a little too hard there. I vaguely recall an Imperial soldier. I think he and I, got to know each other? Either that or I might have killed him. Or both, maybe. It's fuzzy.
Why are you telling this to me?
I just want you to know that I'm exploring all my impulses. Reveling in my freedoms. Like a good Sith. But don't get me wrong, I'm not really interested in nameless, faceless, possibly lifeless grunts. I reserve my interest for much more accomplished men.
You should probably hunt in your own playing field.
I see. Well, I was actually trying to get your attention, but I'm sure I was fooling myself. I won't bother you like that anymore.
Be sure you don't.
Pity. Would have been fun. I'll be ready for your next order.
My lord, I am docked at the space station above Hoth.
Very good. Now that Admiral Monk and the War Trust have fallen to your might, all that remains is Jedi Knight Zerinder. Zerinder has dedicated himself to the Republic like no other. He's led our enemies to many cunning victories. Not only is he a symbol of inspiration for the Republic, he's been a thorn in my side for a long time.
Is he a legitimate target for Plan Zero, or is this just a vendetta?
Why can't it be both? The satisfaction will be compounded when he is no more. Intelligence reports suggest that he has brought his troop of elite special ops to seek a secret superweapon. I can uncover no information about this weapon, only that it was lost in the wreckage of one of the crashed starships from the war.
Maybe we can use the Republic's toy against them.
Perhaps. If Zerinder wants it, it must be very powerful. His death is the goal, but if the weapon can be salvaged, all the better. Your contact on the surface is Commander Lanklin. He's been tracking Zerinder and should be ready to meet you at the Imperial base. The Commander occasionally bites off more than he can chew, but he's been warned that this mission cannot afford anything less than perfection. Zerinder is the last of your targets. Report to me when you know the nature of the superweapon he seeks. Get this right, apprentice.
Hoth. Back in the day, I managed to escape assignment here. It chills my bones just to be in orbit above this frigid planet.
Yeah, you should leave me on the ship. I think I'm fighting off a cold.
Forget those cowards, my lord. A little snow won't stop me. I'm ready for action.
The soldier mirrors my attitude, Master. I want to consume every experience I can.
I seek Commander Lanklin.
My lord, I am Ensign Slint, Commander Lanklin's second-in-command. You've arrived sooner than expected. The commander is in the field, tracking Jedi Zerinder, but has failed to report in. His tracer beacon hasn't moved for quite some time.
Did he transmit any information for me?
No, my lord. Transmissions on Hoth are sketchy and hard to make secure. This planet is a pitfall of hazards. There's a massive Republic presence, and all manner of power-hungry alien pirates. Our forces are stretched thin. A rescue party for Commander Lanklin would take several days to put together.
I cannot afford delays. You and Lanklin are taxing my patience.
Apologies, my lord. I believe the commander was successfully tracking the target. I'm not sure what went wrong. Here is the location indicated by the tracer beacon. It's in hostile territory. There are rumors of a heavily defended pirate stronghold in that sector. It will be hard to get in.
Tell me about these pirates.
Ruthless scavengers, Trandoshans, Chagrians, Weequay, they're everywhere, organized and armed to the teeth. The pirates hate the Empire. If Commander Lanklin has fallen into their clutches, I hate to think what's happened.
I'm betting spilled blood freezes before it hits the ice here. I look forward to finding out firsthand.
My lord, is that you? I heard the sounds of battle outside and grew hopeful.
Rise to your feet, Commander. You're freed.
Sorry for this trouble, but truth is, my capture gives us great insight into the enemy. Jedi Zerander is a crafty adversary. I thought I was tracking him and his men when I found myself led into a pirate ambush. It seems he had the Republic's elite Tal's commandos lure me off his trail. The Tals are unmatched trackers, highly cunning.
So, you know nothing of Zerander's mission or destination?
Well, I suppose practically speaking, that is the case. I can tell you this. If Zerander's been given command of the Tals, this weapon he's after must be supremely important. I know where the Tals' headquarters is located. Maybe you can force one of them to confess what Zerander's after.
If I have to kill every Tals on this planet, I will get what I need.
I wish there was more I could do. I hope this lead makes up for my blunder. I'll rendezvous with you at the outpost in the next sector, and we can update Lord Barris.
I'm all that's left. Everywhere I turn, the monster appears. Why do you torment me? I'm not part of your vendetta. What? A Sith? First Zerander abandons me. Now this?
Tell me what happened.
I'll tell you what happened. I was left to die. At least a Sith I can see and fight straight up. I won't be assassinated in the dark like these poor Tals. My master would tell me not to attack, but he's not here. Defend yourself, Sith! Go ahead and kill me. I didn't want to die at the hands of the beast anyway.
Why don't you explain to me what you're talking about?
The Tals warned my master about Brunmark. He's a savage Tal seeking revenge on Fitzellan and the others for ousting him. But did Zerander care? No. Now Brunmark's in here somewhere, murdering... Wait! Did you hear that? No. He's... Oh!
You cannot scare me. We should work together. We are of common purpose. You would be wise to stay out of my way, Tals. I'm impressed with your strength, Brunmark.
Get this Jedi off my hollow, Lanklin. Now.
I can't. Zerander's overridden all my controls.
As you can see, Barris, I control this planet. I've tapped your communications and can anticipate your every move. As Commander Lanklin knows firsthand, the Tals keep me one step ahead of even you.
I've never seen you speechless, Master.
I have. If only I'd taken the opportunity to shut him up permanently. I'm not here for a reunion, Barris. The last time we met, you were left drained and weaponless. This time you won't be so lucky.
My lord, I'm sorry,
You have failed me for the last time, Lanklin. Ensign Slint, you are now coordinator of my dealings on Hoth. Don't screw it up, Commander.
I will not. disappoint you, my lord.
Apprentice, you better have good news for me.
The lost superweapon Zerinder seeks is actually a Jedi Master named Wyatt.
Ah, Master Wyatt. Now I understand why Zerinder would risk exposure. Before his capture during the war, Wyatt was among the Jedi's most powerful masters. The ship transporting him to me was destroyed in a fierce space battle in this system. I assumed he'd perished, but...
The ship must have crashed here on Hoth, and he's kept himself alive all this time.
So it would seem. For beings that commune deeply enough, the Force can be as sustaining as rations. During the war, Zerinder was Master Wyatt's Padawan. We battled. Wyatt took my lightsaber and used it from then on. If Wyatt is on Hoth, so is my blade. I will concentrate to locate it. Yes, there. Coordinates sent, Commander. Now go, Apprentice. Find the lightsaber and the Jedi.
My lord, the area indicated is an uncharted quadrant where Black Marketeers are said to operate. What will you have me do while you're away?
Dispose of Lanklin's body, Commander.
The Emperor's speed to you, my lord.
Back to work.
Nice price for something we thawed out from the ice. The lightsaber is yours. Glad we could do business together, Tolls.
Hand the lightsaber to me.
Another interested party. I smell a bidding war. We're open to offers. Triple, huh? Deal. Men, power up your blasters.
I did not know I would face Tals here. If you know what's good for you, stay out of my way.
There will be no stopping us.
This is the last moment of your life. Fedzelin might kill you. Then where would I be?
My lord, let the beast have his revenge. We could use a bloodthirsty murderer like him.
Kill Fedzelin and then serve me. have unfinished business of my own.
Fight alongside me, monster. We will destroy all our enemies together.
My eyes are still adjusting, but I have no trouble recognizing you, brave Zerender. The sight warms me.
Master Violet, your ordeal has ended. I only wish I'd heard you reaching out to me sooner.
Do not denigrate yourself. It took great concentration to summon you. All these many years, entombed in this rubble. I have fed off the Force, and have great insights to impart.
I've finally caught up to you, Zerender.
What's this? I sense a presence. Barriss.
Indeed. This is Darth Barriss's apprentice, come to stop me from returning you to your command. Conserve your strength, Master. My men and I will dispatch this interloper.
It's useless to defy me.
Strong words from someone so drastically outnumbered. I see you've managed to tame that sadistic Tulls. It won't help you. To arms, men! Protect Master Violet at all costs!
Stop, Sith. Had my strength returned before this moment, I would have kept Zerender from engaging you. Now he is down, and your fight has made this chamber unstable. It is nearing an inevitable collapse. You've proven your superiority. Let me bargain for Zerender's life.
My master was very clear. You and Zerender must not survive.
Death is not the only solution. Barriss seeks our removal, and I have no desire to return to fight for the Republic. Zerender's young and driven, yet he has only begun to grasp the ways of the Force. In truth, I was the same until being buried on Hoth. Here I communed with the Force, to the exclusion of all else.
I find that somewhat intriguing.
It has been a great privilege, and quite mind-expanding. The Force is with me, greater than ever now. I suspect that I could defeat you quite handily, but I'm no longer concerned with the tidings of this galaxy, or these times. I only seek to continue my transcendence.
If that's true, why did you summon Zerender here?
I wanted to share my revelations, and bring him to the same understanding. This excavation site is nearing collapse. Should we battle, we would both be crushed. Allow Zerender and me to be buried here for eternity. Your objective will be met. Our lives will be richer, finding oneness with the Force.
I like the sound of that.
Then save yourself and leave this place before the ceiling crashes down. I will protect Zerender and prepare myself for the collapse. You have my gratitude, Sith. A precise lightsaber sweep as you exit will cause the cave-in.
Apprentice, you are looking at a very pleased man. Admiral Monk destroyed. The War Trust, no more. Now, with Jedi Zerender and Master Violet neutralized, all of the Republic's most vaunted leaders are no more. Plan Zero is complete.
Where does it leave us, Master?
There is more to discuss, much of it of a sensitive nature which I do not wish to convey via holo. Return to my chambers here on Drummond Cass immediately.
Do others of your kind share these grisly obsessions? Obey me, and you'll kill thousands by my side.
Thank you for granting me this audience, Master. I'll only take a moment. I have nightmares. I'm wearing the plain robe of the Jedi. When I wake up, I giggle like a small girl.
That's a nice way to start the day.
And I have you to thank for that. I've come to realize that my appreciation of you puts me at odds with the precept of the Sith way. It is expected that an apprentice will eventually seek to overthrow her master. You'll never have to worry about that.
You still display a child's naivety. I won't hold you to that.
I have much to learn, but I know my heart. My conviction is real. I can't imagine the galaxy without you leading me through it.
I appreciate it, Jacer. I really do. You may go.
Yes, my master. Thank you for this time.
I'm back, Master.
There is no time to waste, apprentice. Listen up. Plan Zero was always my desire. I've been whispering in my master Darth Vengean's ear for years. Inciting full-scale war was but one goal. The other was the downfall of Darth Vengean, so that I may ascend to his seat.
That is what I thought.
Then we are in sync. The Council doesn't appreciate being undermined. They're all but calling for Vengean's head. A strike against him now would be met with universal support. How would you like to face off against one of the 12 most powerful Sith in the galaxy?
I'm more than ready, Master.
There's another wrinkle. Darth Vengean's apprentice, Lord Drog, has been secretly working for me, which Vengean discovered before I could recall him. Vengean's rage is growing. You must free Drog and face Darth Vengean together.
The time for action is now.
Drog knows Vengean's weaknesses and how to breach his inner sanctum. Administer this resuscitation drug to Drog. It will restore his strength. It will take both of you to overcome Vengean. So free the apprentice and destroy the master. Be off.
Lord Drog, Barris sent me. I'm administering a resuscitation stimulant.
I'm grateful. To you and to Barris. I look forward to serving him directly once Darth Vengean has been destroyed.
Tell me you know how to find him.
He's in his inner sanctum, communing with the dark side, channeling his rage and power. We have to confront Darth Vengean there, but it won't be easy to access.
Tell me what this invasion will entail.
3 outer rings of this compound must be breached before we can reach the inner sanctum. Then a key is needed to enter. It's Darth Vengean's personal key, but I made a copy and hid it. I'll retrieve the key while you break through the outer rings.
Then I'll meet you at the gates to Vengean's inner sanctum.
You run the gauntlet of Darth Vengean's security. I swear to you, I'll do whatever it takes to deliver the key. You'll see. We'll make a great team. You're every bit as proficient as Barris said.
I don't like false praise, Drog.
Then believe that it's sincere. I almost didn't make it. There were traps in the passages. I got the key, but Darth Vengean probably knows we're coming.
I don't care. Use the key and let's get inside.
As you say. If I should fall, I want you to know it was an honor to fight and die alongside you. We mustn't delay. Every moment Darth Vengean communes in his sanctum brings him closer to full strength.
Ah! The apprentices of Darth Barris. Drog, I will enjoy bleeding you anew. And you. Before you arrived, Barris was but a bit player. He would be nowhere without you.
That assessment is where our common ground ends, Vengean.
Your talents are wasted on that man. It sickens me. Your master doesn't deserve you. He's a coward, pushing buttons from the darkness. You and I are people of action.
Sounds like you want to forge an alliance with me.
No, that hadn't crossed my mind. I can handle Barris on my own. Still, it tickles me to imagine your master's expression if I came at him with you by my side.
Ha! Why would anyone leave Barris for someone he's so easily duped? So easily exposed?
Enough of you! No, I will show everyone what it means to cross me. Barris and everything with his stink must perish.
You've been with Barris the longest, so you stink the most.
You both die now!
This is so much fun.
For years, I've dreamed of vanquishing Darth Vengeance. Glad to have had a hand in it. He fought hard and well.
He seems surprised by your strength, Drag.
I always held back in his presence, something Barris told me to do. I have no delusions I would have survived this battle if it wasn't for you. This is your victory. You, Barris, and I will be unstoppable.
Someday, this will be our fate.
I predict that day won't come for a very long time. There are things I must clean up here for Barris. I will meet you back at his chambers.
Look upon me, apprentice. You have never seen me so pleased. And look around these chambers one last time, the humble trappings of yesterday. With our dismantling of Darth Vengeance complete, I assume his seat on the Dark Council and return to Korriban.
Well earned, Master.
This could not have been achieved without you. We ascend together, apprentice. Only our combined strengths can propel us to the height of power. Ah, the third side of this triumvirate arrives. Lord Drog, welcome home.
It's been a long time, Master. I'm ready to join the front line.
Together, we will be an unbeatable force.
Yes, all the pieces are in place now. Now that I'm on the Dark Council, we are perfectly positioned to bring the Republic to its knees, to shape the galaxy as we wish. Go and enjoy this victory, my apprentices, but be ready for my call. I will not sit idle long.
Master, I'm plagued.
You of all people should know not to keep things suppressed, Jacer.
My mistake, Master. I won't make it again. It's becoming clear that the dark side is as flawed and undependable as everything else. Using my power to reach out into the galaxy, I'm becoming aware of false Sith, lords who are secretly leaning toward the light.
This is what's bothering you. Why is that our concern?
Why? Because it's impure. I thought I'd found something incorruptible. If the Sith are as transitory and inconsistent as the Jedi, then we are doomed. It's a weakness that cannot be tolerated.
If you're so concerned, stop whining and take action.
Oh, I will. Don't you doubt it. I will not sleep until I have identified and located these traitors to the dark. Sorry to have disturbed you. Master, I know I've been moody lately, preoccupied about the false Sith I seek. I want you to know my confidence in the Empire is shaky, but my commitment to the dark side is strong. I'm reveling in the power of my new emotions.
And you're flourishing. I'm very excited by the results.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Something very raw has bubbled up from a long-locked place inside me. I need to vent it. Simply put, I want my homeworld of Alderaan to burn. I daydream of crushing its people and laying waste to its castles.
Maybe we'll get around to it after my missions are complete.
I knew you'd understand. I'll keep picturing it in my mind. See me smiling for no apparent reason. That's why.
You know, stand-in family is all well and good, but seeing the old gang again, it just made me miss my mom and sister. Which is sort of weird. My memories are so old. I remember having the memories more than I remember the actual events. Does that make any sense?
Sometimes it helps to just talk about it.
I guess. Someday I'll have to do something more than talk, I suppose. Right now, I just think, what would Tiva be like today? The last time I saw my sister, she was 10, 12. Okay, enough of that. Moving along.
My lord, I'm receiving reports of a failed military incursion. It seems one of our special ops battalions was following shaky intel and walked into an ambush. We're the only ship in the sector that can relay their distress calls to High Command. Permission to transmit their coordinates for extraction.
Do it, immediately.
Yes, my lord. Hopefully the consequences of this blunder can be lessened. My lord, I've been tracking a series of broken Imperial signals on an encrypted channel. Tremendous interference. I've identified the source, Major Ovech, commander of Moff Broisk's elite infiltrator unit. But that's all.
Who is this Major Ovech? Have you heard of him?
I know him well, my lord. Served with him under Moff Broisk for many years. He's an unmatched leader. Moff Broisk's command ship does not respond when hailed. My gut says there's trouble. Permission to investigate further.
I know you wouldn't waste time with anything that wasn't important.
Thank you, my lord. My lord, I was able to clear the channel and get to the bottom of Major Ovech's relays. He's in a state of emergency. Patching him through now.
My lord, your captain there is 1 in a million. I'd given up hope anyone out there would hear my distress calls.
He's proven himself invaluable to me on many occasions.
Wish I still had him in my detail. Probably would have avoided this. Moff Broisk dispatched me and my officers to a secret weapons warehouse on Cato Nemoidia. Trouble is, it ain't a secret no more. We're holed up, surrounded by Republic forces. Trying to get Broisk to send the rest of my unit, but he's gone radio silent.
It's worse than that, my lord. The Major's ship has been commandeered by Broisk's personal commandos and ordered to stay put.
That tears it. Seen it 100 times with Broisk. Better to cut bait and let good soldiers die than admit a mistake.
Most people in power are driven by ego over integrity.
Broisk wrote the handbook on that. Enemy was pausing between breaths, gearing up to charge again. Looks like the end of the line for me, but I'm not going out without a fight. Ovech, out.
My lord, Major Ovech would be a terrible loss. I served on his ship, know it like the back of my hand. I can infiltrate and try to restore command to his men. Then they would be free to join the fight.
You're going to take on an entire troop of commandos alone?
A frontal assault would take too long and risk losing or damaging the ship. My plan is to infiltrate and liberate. I'll give you a full report when I return. My lord, returning from action. Pleased to report Major Ovech and most of his officers have been saved. I was able to infiltrate Ovech's starship and seize control of the operating systems. I identified where his men were being held, freed them, and locked Moff Broisk's occupying force on the bridge. Ovech's men promptly rescued him.
Amazing job, Quinn. I'm thankful you're on our side.
You're too kind, my lord. The Empire is stronger with Major Ovech. It would have been a shame if he was squandered. Thank you for the opportunity. I'll return to my duties.
What's on your mind?
Nothing. Why, you expect me to be all mopey? It's too nice outside. Let's play 2 truths and a lie. I tell you 3 things about me, and you tell me which isn't true.
Maybe you haven't been paying attention. I win all contests.
Okay, here goes. I've been in jail 16 times. I've got 3 sisters. I've worked as a hired assassin. Which one is a lie?
There is no way you would take money to kill someone.
Turns out, it depends on how much money and how much the person needs to die. Okay, enough games. I wouldn't want someone to start thinking the Sith were getting fun. Sometimes I think it's just better to be born male. At least if you're a slave. I keep thinking of Tiva, my sister. She wasn't strong enough to work in the mines, but she got more beautiful every year. Mother tried to hide it with mud and filthy clothes.
She was afraid that if Tiva was discovered, she'd be taken away for other work?
Other work? That's putting it nicely. Anyway, I've got some credits put aside. I want to hire a tracker to find Tiva and Mother. I just need to use the Imperial data files on board. Get some leads for the tracker to start with. That okay?
Of course, Vet. Whatever will help.
You're the best! Okay, next free moment I have, I'll start running some searches.
You wanted to talk?
I did it! Maybe you didn't think I could, but I did. A Kubas tracker named Krata found my sister Tiva. Found where she worked, even the name of her boss. She's on Nar Shaddaa. Can you believe that? Krata wouldn't tell me anymore until I paid him, but he found her.
No time like the present?
You are the best. We need to meet Krata the Kubas in a cantina on Nar Shaddaa. I'll settle the bill with him, get the specifics, and then see my sister. Finally, real civilization. Come on, I'll show you the sights.
Tasek la próxima era. Andravimos pandimas protescada viteradad.
I've got your credits. You said you had more information about Tiva?
Grata apatiki eprit veritini zavazia zavebe kazis.
You did find her sister, yes?
Tararibas algasiskali.
Here are your credits. Now will you please tell me where my sister is?
Vatarana ango, mis aka nanom alas protas era. Smarcio pobudas mana ir padre mana narcali.
Fantastic. Thanks. Let's go find this crystal woman.
Atlogia parek halatima jimas.
Crystal? Yeah, cute thing? You looking for work?
I would look fantastic in your outfit. Am I hired?
We're not really that kind of place. Tried it. Didn't work out.
We're not here for a job. We're looking for my sister, Tiva.
Ah, of course. I guess everyone has somebody that loves them. Tiva!
No women, no couples, and no, I don't want to hear any argument.
Tiva?
Maybe we got the wrong Tiva. Is it a common name?
Not that I know of. Never heard anyone else get called Tiva, gonna squeeze ya.
Sena? What the? You're alive?
Despite my best efforts. This is my friend. He's, a Sith Lord.
Charmed. Any family of vets is a friend to me.
Vet? Is that what you're calling yourself these days? Sounds like a gangster from the tech sector.
Old days. Long behind me. So I'm guessing this wasn't a voluntary, career move.
I've been working here 2 years and it's killing me. I kept thinking I'd get sold again, but I'm too old. Sena, you have to get me out of here.
Wow. Okay. Big favor. Can you buy my sister's freedom?
This should cover it. Go pay your master. You're a free woman.
You see why I hang out with the Sith Lord?
I see. I'll be right back. It's done. I need to get my stuff. I can never thank you enough. Sena, I'll be in touch soon, okay?
Make it soon. Well, that was amazing. Shall we go?
What's on your mind, Vet?
I've been talking to Tiva. First thing she did after you freed her was start trying to find Mother. I'm helping where I can.
How goes the search?
Aggravating. Standard Imperial databases aren't any help. Mother wasn't that old when she had us. She has to be alive, somewhere. Anyway, mainly wanted to thank you for Tiva. It's sad that nobody else sees what a good person you are inside.
You have something to tell me?
I'm just informing you that I will be disembarking for a short while. I've finally tracked down the false Sith I'm sensing. It's time for me to bathe in their impure blood.
Make quick work of them and return from your folly.
Be limp about this, fine. It will not quell my enthusiasm. I will return once my bloodlust has been quenched. The false Sith are dead. I slaughtered them. I slaughtered them all. But not before getting confessions from each and making them beg. I've never felt such satisfaction.
A frightened man will confess to almost anything.
Your doubt sours my mood. Let me enjoy this.
I don't mean to dampen your pleasure, apprentice. Let your euphoria flow.
Like blood from a gutted foe. I'm going to continue to use my power to search for traitorous Sith, then systematically eradicate them all. The Empire will be pure when I am through. I vow it. Master, as time passes, the thrill of killing the light side Sith is ebbing. I'm hungry for new thrills. I'm actually shaking from the craving for more. I come to you for suggestions.
You sound like a spice addict. You should control the violence. It should not control you.
You're preaching temperance? The Jedi trumpet control. I want to be unbound.
Liken me to a Jedi again, and you will lose everything.
Perhaps you're right. Left unchecked, I could blunder into trouble, as I just have with you. Your word is final in all things. I will not make that mistake again, Master. It's so amusing to think I was once training to be a Jedi. You're opening me up to my true potential. I feel such power surging through me.
I'm impressed with how well you're absorbing all my various influences.
There will be no stopping us. Master, I've become aware of an amazing development. The other night I couldn't sleep. I sensed something and ventured out, tracking the sensation. I came upon a badly injured Sith who reeked of the light side. He was suffering and on the verge of death.
Are you murdering people in your sleep now, Jacer?
Even I couldn't have done this, asleep or awake. He spoke of a Sith and his agents whose sole purpose is to hunt down traitors to the dark side. Whoever this Sith is, he filled this man with such fear and pain. All I can think is, where do we sign up?
This is your little hobby, Jacer. Pursue it as you see fit, but don't involve me.
Fine. I thought you might be interested, but I can handle this on my own. By using my power on the dying man, I got an impression of the Sith who did the damage. I'm reaching out with my senses to try to catch his scent. Some kind of trail I can follow to locate him.
Whatever makes you happy, Jacer.
I was hoping it would make you happy. No matter. I'm sure you'll perk up when I find him. Master, I have exciting news. A trail of corpses, all slain the same as the light side Sith I found, has led me to the perpetrator. His name is Lord Sendence. He's been secretly hand-chosen by the Dark Council to eradicate any and all Sith who are not pure. He operates with impunity. No one is above his judgment. It makes my mouth water just thinking about such power.
Before you start glorifying this man, find out if his reputation is justified.
I've looked into his exploits. He has left a nearly unrivaled body count in his wake. He's already accused and destroyed so many traitors. It's a mystery to me how he has been so prolific without my special power. But I've reached out to him, and he has granted me an audience.
Don't get any ideas of joining this Sith. You are my apprentice and belong to me.
I'll aid Lord Sendence's hunts on my own time. Consider it a fanciful hobby that will keep me happy and fresh for your campaigns. This is my destiny. The purpose of my power, I know it. Now, I'm meeting him shortly. Leave a light on for me.
I see you've returned from meeting Lord Sendence. How was it?
Interesting, to say the least. Within moments, I realized he was killing any Sith he pleased, all in the name of hunting traitors. Very few of his victims were valid targets, and he was very excited that my special power would unequivocally validate his work. Said that we could literally reorganize the entire power structure of the Empire. To entice me, he suggested we start by pointing the finger at you.
A very opportunistic man. Were it not directed at me, I would approve.
Well, his opportunities have dried up a bit. The man wanted me to abuse my gifts. and betray the one person in the galaxy I respect and owe my life to. It took everything I had, but it was the most satisfying kill of my young life.
I applaud you, Jacer. Relish this moment.
Oh, I do, Master. But there's even more. The Dark Council's emissary, a man named Kaliku, was there too. He's the one holding Lord Sendence's leash on this assignment. He offered me Sendence's mandate. As I sensed light-leaning Sith, I'd report them to him. And when possible, I'd be sent to eradicate.
Your dream come true, and a deserved distinction, Jacer.
I will make you proud. I promise. And don't think I'll forget that it's you who has made this possible. My devotion will never flutter. Thank you.
Every friend I come to brag about this post has already heard of you. Never served under a Sith Lord before. Not sure how promotion works. Heard a few tales, though.
How do you think things are done on Korriban?
Seems like there's one way to make it, and 100 ways to screw up. Might have been easy to get this far. Might have been a war. Either way, good story.
Picture the worst, and then double it.
Bet you've had to keep your eyes open the whole way. Not so different from the military. Cross the wrong people, and they assign you to some graveyard swamp like Taris. That post was a dead end. Got out by threatening to blab about Moff Herden's Rhodian mistress.
I'm surprised Moff Herden put himself in that position.
His fault. Too soft to kill me when he realized. Don't worry. Dead men don't get promoted. No, I've said this before, but I kept my mouth shut for a while now. Time to speak up. Quinn's dead weight. Can't do anything without his approval. He's slowing us both down.
Salute the captain and move on. The only command you need obey is mine.
Appreciate it. Just want to give 110% here. Wrong crew can make or break a mission. In Black Ops, everyone knows their job and does it. No room for screw-ups. We were the go-to squad. Assassination of Moff Tarek. The massacre of Haroun Kal. Operation Force Crush. All us.
What happened to your Black Ops team?
Treaty of Coruscant. Black Ops was disbanded. Everyone reassigned. Dumb move. Good team. Hitting the right targets. We were gearing up for some serious assaults before we were shut down. Like the Bastion. Huge Republic military complex on Corellia. They say it can't be taken. We would have done it.
The Empire will reach the Bastion eventually.
Need clearance first, and the rest of the team to pull it off. Should get back to work. Been your ear about this long enough. My lord, glad we have a moment. Something we need to discuss. Got a message from General Racton. You might have heard of him. Most decorated commander in the Empire. Seems the Empire set their sights on Corellia. They want Black Ops leading the charge. Me and the old team.
He could command anyone in the Empire.
Corellia's the real deal. Core world, one of the Republic founders. Gonna take more than the latest batch of recruits to claim it. Black Ops soldiers use their brains. General asked for strategy. Told him we could take the planet with one target. The Bastion.
You and your team may be the most qualified.
Ready, willing and able. We've been planning this assault for years. The Bastion's the center of operations for the entire Republic military. We'd be cutting their legs out from under them. The Republic's plans fall apart. Morale disappears. By the time they get their canops in a row, Corellia will be ours.
Conquering the Bastion may give us more than Corellia.
Sure. A place in history. Black Ops' place in history. My team can handle the preparations. General Racton will give us the order. All I need is your leave.
Inform the General that you have my blessing.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord. First step's tracking down the old team. Could be at the four corners of the galaxy by now. It'll take some time. Let you know who I find later. Got a few leads on the old Black Ops team. Republic won't let the Bastion go easy. It'll take all of us to claim it. Best to start with Lieutenant Tenedo. Weapons man. Could turn a hyperdrive into a gun turret if he wanted. Lets it all go to his head, of course. Can't open his mouth except to brag about Black Ops and our wins.
What purpose will he serve in the Bastion assault?
Only way inside the Bastion is the gate. Supposedly impenetrable. Tenedo swore he could break through. Took a while to track Tenedo down, but he's stationed on Hoth. Finally got a clear comm signal today. You're welcome to listen in. After a few months defrosting blasters, Tenido's probably in rare form.
And then he had me forcibly removed from the armory over a few flash grenades. Weapons master indeed.
And after you calibrated all the assault rifles for him too. Shame about those cadets, though.
Yes, that was unfortunate. But how was I to know those rifles were for training? They really should use slaves. Anyhow, that's how I ended up on Hoth, scraping ice from blaster barrels and reheating ammunition. Pathetic.
On Korriban, we use certain officers for target practice.
Then again, Hoth has its charms. The ice crystals form some marvelous patterns.
Maybe you should start tinkering again. Get that weapon you built for the Bastion out of storage.
You know very well that weapon's finished. It's waiting for the assault that will never happen.
The Lieutenant volunteered your entire team.
We've got clearance from General Rakton. The Bastion's ours for the taking.
Then it's fallen into place. The Bastion. After all these years. I'll get back to base and start making arrangements. When I have the weapon, I'll contact you.
Tenido doesn't like to waste time. He'll have that weapon quick as a Minox wings. Just in time, too. Let the man idle any longer, and he might do some real damage.
You have your weapons, man. What's next?
Tenido's weapons will help, but we'll need more than firepower for this one. Assault this big takes reinforcements, too. Get back to you about those. Plans for the Bastion assault are coming along. Tenido's got the weapons ready, but having the right ordnance is just the start. Gotta worry about numbers, too. That's Laurent's job. Captain Laurent now. Connection's got her a good post on Balmorra. Then the rules a lot in Black Ops. Laurent could always smooth things out. Pretty face, way with words. People like her.
High praise, coming from a man like you.
Just stating the facts. Others might say more. Laurent's a favourite of Moff Galvan. Close to retirement now, but he could give us an army if he had the mind. Asked Laurent about her chances. Seemed to think she could convince the old man. With the right favours.
I thought Black Ops was an elite organization.
We can't all have the Force, my lord. Laurent spent an evening with Moff Galvan as a lieutenant. By morning, she was a captain. Now it's got her putting on airs. Actually ordered me to calm her. Better get to it, eh?
There has to be another way. Moff Galvan has resources, but what he's asking is impossible. The favors I would have to give him now, it would be above and beyond the call of duty.
Never stopped you before, Captain.
The old man's depraved, and the years have not been kind to him.
This kind of coercion is beneath an Imperial officer.
A youthful mistake, my lord. One I would rather not repeat.
You're lucky Moff Galvan's even interested. Here he's more into Twi'leks these days. You were Black Ops once, before that commission went to your head. Remember?
We do what's necessary to get the job done. Some of us more than others. I'll calm Moff Galvan. Reinforcements will be ready when the time comes.
Wouldn't want to be Laurent right now.
You should have spared her from these favors.
It's for the Bastion. No time to lose your nerve. Security's our last problem. The Bastion will have plenty of systems. Black Ops had a man for that too. Let you know when I find him. Almost ready for the Bastion now. Security's the last wrinkle. Takes a good tech to deal with Republic systems. As is Sergeant Arlos. Rookie. Always trying to prove himself. Near ruined him when Black Ops shut down. Took to drowning his sorrows in the nearest cantina. Sobered up quick when I told him about the Bastion.
Surely we can do better than some washed-up drunk.
Kid's not washed up, just misses the work. Besides, he's brilliant. Arlos could barely aim a blaster when he joined Black Ops. We gave him strength to go with his smarts. Made Sergeant after our last assault. Could be up for a commission if things go smooth at the Bastion.
Your victory will depend on his performance.
The Bastion's got some serious security. Alarms, cameras, turrets, the works. Anyone could get us around them, it's our loss. Heard from the kid a few days ago. Said he had some intel ready. Sounded more jittery than ever. We'll find out why.
But I can't account for cheap Republic shortcuts. Who uses a closed-circuit system? In the Bastion, no less.
Heard better excuses for my assault rifle. Did you even get their schematics?
No, yes, Partly. I have the ground floor layout. That should get you all the way to Central Command.
And what surprises will we find there? That's supposed to be your job, Arlos.
To come so close and stumble at the finish.
I'm starting to think we were shut down for a reason, and the reason was you!
There's something else I could try. It's risky, but I get full control of their systems. The Bastion will be ours before we even step inside. Just give me another chance.
Hope so. You screw this up, and I'll personally take it out of your hide. Now get back to work! Schematics look good. With full control, Republic won't have a chance. Kid did all right. Never tell him that, of course. Might make him sloppy. Got to keep him on his toes.
You said security was the team's last concern.
Prep work's finished. The team's ready. Soon as General Racton gives the order, we strike. Just hope it's soon. Can't wait to see those Republic flags burn. Got a secure message from General Racton. You'll want to hear this.
My lord, I received Lieutenant Pierce's comm. I've reinstated Black Ops and excused the team from their prior assignments. If all the preparations have been made, you have Imperial clearance for your assault on the Bastion.
Had a feeling this was it. Hard to believe we're finally making our move.
We have no more time for preparations.
Don't need any, unless Racton's got some surprises.
Due to the massive Republic presence at the Bastion, we've made special arrangements to get Pierce's team within range. You'll infiltrate a shuttle of Republic reinforcements headed for the area. We've already procured the necessary disguises. Surprise is essential. Therefore, I must ask that you remain behind, my lord. Your presence would expose our plans.
I've got more pressing matters to attend to.
You've got your mission, and Black Ops has ours. Finally.
You made this assault possible, my lord. The credit is yours. Should Pierce and his team succeed. The Empire is trusting Black Ops with our victory. I hope it is not misplaced. General Racton out.
The team has their instructions. Have to leave now if I'm going to make the rendezvous.
I won't be delayed by the General or the Bastion.
Noted. Heading out. Gates open, security's down, and the CO is dead. The Bastion belongs to the Empire. Welcome to Black Ops victory, my lord. Long odds, big prize, no survivors.
Black Ops training has its merits. I'll see that you're all rewarded.
Look forward to that. The Bastion was no routine assault. Hit a few snags. Tenido's weapons lost power. Couple of Laurent's men died. Arlos tripped a system hacking in. Took a bit of damage myself. Going to take some time to heal. Let you know when I'm up for a full debrief. Got a comm from the team. The Bastion's back up and running, with Imperial flags. Course Quinn has to run his mouth. Thinks Corellia's unstable, will never hold it. Jealous if you ask me. Our assault on the Bastion's part of history now.
Perhaps the Empire will reinstate Black Ops permanently.
Your mouth to their ears, my lord. But first duty's to you. Swear Arlos built that security system himself. Never seen Laurent command so many. And when that gate came down, Tenido's finest hour. Just like old times. Flexed a lot of forgotten muscles out there. Should improve my skills in the field.
What have you learned from storming the Bastion?
Accuracy, timing, coordination. Where the enemy's weak, and how to exploit it. Black Ops earned its name at the Bastion. Appreciate the chance.
My lord, I am applying to receive the trials for the rank of Captain, 2nd grade. I formally submit a request for your recommendation.
It would be an honor. I will sing your praises, Captain.
You honor me, my lord. My lord, I've just been informed that I have passed the trials for Captain. 2nd grade.
I'm happy for you, Quinn.
Thank you, my lord. I don't seek acknowledgement. It requires your approval to go into effect.
Consider it done.
Very good, my lord. My lord, I've been dealing with a situation that's getting out of hand. Moff Broysk contacted the ship and was incensed to find me at the helm. He's been sending recorded messages that are progressively more nonsensical. He's always been scattered and aggressive, but now he seems completely unhinged.
The next time he comes calling, I will speak with the man.
I would appreciate that, my lord. Tens of thousands of soldiers and some of our most critical campaigns are at the mercy of his commands.
The man is a liability.
I find myself agreeing with you. My lord, Moff Broisk's holotransmissions have increased. They are beginning to disrupt operations. He's nearly incoherent. I can only assume some sort of dementia has set in. I have him on holo right now. I believe it's going to take your personal touch to assuage the situation.
Patch him through.
Here he is, my lord.
Through the coop! Your new cage will be smaller and tighter. Coffin size, urn size, in a locket I'll wear around my neck.
He's unlikely to stop, my lord. He didn't even know he was on hold.
Drakenwell proved my point. My glory is mine. Mine. You're nobody.
The man has lost all sense.
As I said.
Where's my blaster? I'll shoot your face! Personally! And again! Drakenwell won't save you. I could blow Balmorra away! I'll blow Balmorra away this time! Wait. What? Gone? Where did... There's a Sith on this. Why did you transfer me, Rajnik? I'll ship you off to Balmorra too!
Rojnik is his communications officer. This is how it's been.
Rajnik, am I through? I'm through? Yes or no? I don't see. Is this broken? All I see is a Sith!
You see a Sith because you have called my ship.
Your ship? I was talking to... Wait! You're the one who dared to liberate the Admiral! Have you lost your mind?
He calls me Admiral Malcontent. He seems to think that's my actual rank and name.
Don't you know he's the one who lost the Battle of Talay?
Broisk's earliest command. Before I was born.
It was his blunder that allowed the escaped Jedi targets to flee Taris before the bombardment!
Ancient history. Broisk wasn't even born.
He sabotaged the Glory Space Station, for crying out loud!
I have no idea what that is.
I hear him. I'm talking. His insubordination is lethal, paralyzing. It threatens the Empire, and you do nothing.
Broisk, you are unfit for command. You compromise the Empire. I'd beg you to resign.
I'm whole Sith. Just passionate about this scourge that threatens us all. Once it is eradicated, we'll all be fine. I order you to deliver him to me for execution immediately. Now! Are you listening?
Quinn, end the transmission.
Right away.
It must be ended once and for all.
With Broisk in command, the Empire is in critical danger. I must implore High Command to do something about him.
I need this off your plate, Captain, as quickly as possible.
Absolutely, my lord.
Captain, do you have news? How have your efforts with Imperial High Command gone?
Not well, my lord. I've gone as high up the chain as I can. No one will confront Moff Broisk. He's too powerful and entrenched. He will serve until he's killed, or willingly steps down. And he will never willingly step down. It seems clear. I must deal with Broisk myself. Once and for all.
Nice to know you're ready to do what needs to be done. This is your calling, Quinn. Get to it.
I am ready, my lord. My lord, I've returned. I found Moff Broisk on a pleasure barge. He was on R&R while countless battles are raging. Despicable. I abducted him and brought him here to present to you.
Stab! Traitor! You, Sith! I commandeer your ship! Your crew! I commandeer you! Mine, now!
Such a shame. He's completely lost his mind.
You are my men now! I command you all! Kill! Kill yourselves! I have spoken!
My lord, I've resisted all along, but this is personal. Permission to execute the Moff.
By all means. The kill should be yours.
As you command.
You cannot kill me! You are nothing! I am a Moff!
Not anymore.
No! Scabs! All scabs!
The body has been disposed of, my lord. No more of Moff Broisk's men will have to endure his whims and incompetence. Thank you for seeing this through.
The Empire is better for it.
My sentiment, exactly.
So Tiva landed on her feet. She started seeing a Moff stationed in the Outer Rim. He's apparently like 60 years old, though. I don't know what to think.
All that matters is how they get along and feel about each other.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Anyway, Moff Old Guy apparently has all sorts of contacts in Imperial intelligence. And I guess he's helping her find Mother. I have dreams about the night they took me from her. Came in the night, pulled me off my sleeping mat, just screamed and screamed.
I can't imagine how horrible that must have been.
Yeah, not fun. Alright, let's not go there right now. She found her! She found her! Mother was sold to a Hutt on Tatooine years ago. She works in a small shop there. Tiva found her, and she's headed to Tatooine already. We need to go meet her as soon as we can.
Of course. We'll wrap up what we're doing and make our way to Tatooine.
You're the best. Oh, and Tiva sent back not only the credits you spent getting her out of that awful place, but a gift. A sign of respect from her old Moff. Okay, as soon as we can. Tatooine. I wonder what Mother will think of me now. I don't really want to talk right now.
Mistuka mogoto parchichisa domba.
After all this time, to miss her by days.
Who is responsible for this woman's death?
Mistranja topa, go makase. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
She doesn't look that old. What killed her?
Moja jo chaluka. Kunachi dunik titoki, sayatupi nu aviti.
They still work, believe me.
Umpa hupa, chiquilia umpasa dobiska. Patoga wata kiko uba kiliwata buki donko.
An old woman deserves her dignity, even a slave.
Ki jilo hokuta, chobet I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta.
No. Here are some credits. Tell Wuddles man I've paid for your time. Go to town and arrange the funeral.
I can pay for this. It's the least I can do.
No, this is a family affair. And you've done too much for us already. Go.
Che womaktoma. Ya pawa kolka torundi. Kuna wawanda dunko.
That was a lovely service. Still, I can't come to terms with it.
What? The fact that our mother was worked to death by a fat Hutt who's somewhere laughing about it right now?
You'll feel better once the Hutt lies dead at your feet.
Chobet I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Stuka sun kanji tavutaya.
I don't know, Tiva. You want to go just shoot this Hutt in the face?
Sometimes the only way to erase an injustice is to erase the person who committed it.
If you think it's the right thing to do.
Of course it's the right thing to do. Come on. Don't worry. We won't be long.
Doika boda pachi isa jonki.
My Moff is going to be worried. I'll see you two later. Better times.
Let's just go. Please. No talking. I keep seeing that Hutt's face. And the blood. And the bodies on the floor. And Tiva's eyes. I thought I could just let it go. And I can't help blaming you.
I should have known it would affect you this way. I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, well, done is done, I guess. Anyway, whatever. Let's just keep some space between us for a while, okay?
What's on your mind, Brunmark? The thrill of choking off that first life. I'll never forget it. You've long since surpassed the Republic's pathetic order. The Tals lap up the Republic's promises of peace. Soon your kind will be their obedient pawns. We won't stop until the Republic is decimated. Murder is simple. To truly devastate your enemies, you must learn to crush their hope.